is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Council. Good morning, officers. I'd like to open the meeting for the 26th of April 2022. We have, I'll open the meeting and acknowledgement to country. I'd like to begin by acknowledgement the traditional custodians of the land in which we meet today, the Dalrymple people. Pay my respects to the elders, past, present and emerging. I extend that respect to our neighbouring Aboriginal peoples within our local government area, the Gungaloo Nations people, the Barada, Kababara and Yetamarala people, and also acknowledge the Torres Strait Islander people whose land is in the Torres Straits but who live and work on Aboriginal land. Councillors, we have leave of absence from Councillor Rutherford requesting leave of absence for today's meeting. I'm happy to move, seek a seconder. Seconded Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. We have Councillor Wickerson online, and Councillor Kirkland is attending, but she's running a little bit late. Okay, councillors, we'll move on to confirmations of the previous minutes. The meeting from the 12th of April 2022 be confirmed. Move Councillor Smith. Do you have a seconder? Councillor Latcham. Put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors. Item 5, declarations of interest in matter on the agenda. Councillors, if there's no identified issues there, but if we do come across them as we work our way through the agenda, please raise them at the time. We'll acknowledge that. Business outstanding nil, public forums, deputations nil, presentations of petitions nil. We move on to item 9, councillor and delegate reports. At 9.1, councillor discretionary fund application for Councillor Sri Rutherford, Ridgelands and District Sporting and Agricultural Association Incorporated. Have a mover and a second with that one. Councillor Latcham.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. Happy to move this. Very popular and well supported by the community at the Ridgelands show. So.
Okay, move Councillor Latcham, seconded Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? The motion's carried. Thank you, councillors. Moving on to item 10, officers' reports. 10.1, development assessment decisions under delegation for March. Thanks very much, Tanya.
Good morning, Mr Mayor and councillors. Today we're just running through the applications that were lodged in March. All of them but one will be decided under delegation, and some of them have already, in fact, been decided.
Okay, councillors, any questions on those items? They're pretty straightforward and issues there. Councillor Smith?
Yeah, just thanks for that, Mr Mayor. D26 2022, 16 and 18 Laurie Street, Gracemere. I presume that's the new service station. And Tanya, I was just wondering, it says the primary approval is not stated, so how do we know what we're giving operational works permission for if we don't know the primary approval? I probably meant to ask that question of other subjects that have come up before.
Through the chair, when I do this report, I look in the application section of Pathway to find out what the primary approval is, and in this case there wasn't one stated. It's for operational works, so they don't necessarily have needed any further operational works approvals. I can't tell you off the top of my head where that property is on Laurie Street.
Yeah, it's just opposite the BP. That 2 houses have been removed, and I'm sure that that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And just another comment, Mr Mayor. I was excited that there was another 122 allotments approved. Up for approval under delegation for 104 Washpool Road, but it's actually the same application that was before. There was only a preliminary approval before. This is now the proper approval. Hopefully we'll see some bulldozers on the ground there.
Okay, thanks, Councillor Smith. Welcome, Councillor Kirkland. That's understand. Councillor Wickerson, do you have a question?
Yes, thanks, Mr Mayor. Through you to Tanya. Can I get a little bit more detail on, I think it's D38, prescribed tidal works on Boland Road? Is it appropriate to ask what the nature of that work is?
As far as I'm aware, Councillor Wickerson, it's it's kind of like for a jetty, but it's not a jetty. It's hard to describe what it actually is. It's probably more like a fishing platform.
Okay. Does that also have to go through, is it Department of Transport or?
Through the chair, that's correct, Councillor Wickerson.
Yeah.
It does need to be referred to the state.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Councillor Wickerson. Councillors, there are no further questions to Tanya's report. Councillor Mathers, would you like to move?
Yeah, happy to move. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Move Councillor Mathers, seconded Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to 10.2, the whole of council corporate performance report period ending March 2022. Thanks very much, Ross.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is our first corporate performance report. This has come about, you may recall, back when we were discussing the committee structure format, that we decided we would put up a corporate performance report. So I guess being the first one, we're obviously seeking some feedback from councillors as well at some point. It doesn't have to be today, even just during the course of the next few weeks. Any feedback. The same goes with the content, Mr. Mayor. We don't necessarily need, if councillors don't have any questions today, any time during the month, any time, we're happy to take questions on it. I guess the guide is this overall today the sort of document or report that council will be looking forward to help, just to show how the operation of council is going.
Yeah, I think
so. It's just open to the floor, I guess.
Okay, thanks, Ross. I think it's one where we can gauge it as we work our way through it and see if we need more or less in that space. But it's a good report to start with. Something that the council's been looking for to get an understanding about what's happening.
That's right. And sorry, Mr. Mayor, if I may, also, it will mature as we go through. Like, I know there's some areas we'll get better data to be able to report. So there's some areas that will change a little bit over time, but.
Okay, thanks, Ross. Councillor Fisher, Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ross, this is really what I was one of the things that I was really keen to start to see. Always interested in following up on the customer requests and those statistics. That's been something that we haven't had for a little while, to actually see that and keep an eye on those, because I know I've issues with some of the pathway requests in recent times, but just to get a little bit of an idea and have a bit of an understanding now of where a couple of those issues are slow, with COVID and some of those issues impacting it, but to have that where we can just see it a read of the report. Also there on the injury status, the lost time injury, that was always something I know in the last couple of terms, that was always really good to actually see some of those great statistics that were coming out of the department. So I think actually this is on the mark, and very, very happy to see.
Thanks very much, Councillor Fisher. Ross, I'm not sure whether it's in this report. I just recall, I'm trying to track it down now, just the vandalism damage by the e-scooters. Is that,
it is in this report, Mr. Mayor.
Do we have some details on that?
Oh, I've lost it.
It just seems a lot of high cost for. I'm not sure what the damage related to.
I think it was in the parks area, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah,
to the e-scooters, I think, in there. Community and facilities, it was.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to understand what the damage was that occurred. Councillor Kirkland?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The damage was actually to a bridge at the Kershaw Gardens.
A bridge?
So, yeah, there was a wooden bridge there that needed to be replaced because of some significant, I don't even know how they did it, but it was kind of scalloped out. And there's somebody else there who can speak to that.
Councillor Wickerson?
I know it's some other matters, Mr. Mayor. But
okay. I think Greg wanted to.
As well, 65,000.
Greg might want to just respond back to that one. Greg, did you have a comment on that question?
Hello, Mayor. I'm very sorry. I've just tuned in. I've just walked into the meeting, so I didn't catch that question.
I was just the e-scooter damage at the Kershaw Gardens, the detail around that dot point there.
Right. Yes. No, Mayor. I haven't got an answer for that.
Okay, we'll take that on notice. But councillor,
my belief was that it was more than just e-scooter damage as well. So.
Okay, it may have been some. I'll take some maintenance ones there. We'll get some information on that. Pass that around to the councillors if that's okay, Mr. CEO. I've got lights on. I'll go to Councillor Wickerson. I asked him to answer that one. Thanks, Councillor Wickerson.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of things. And this is only, I was going to pick up on the lost days as well. That seemed to be creeping up for this year. I just wondered, are we on top of that, or is there a reason that we've identified for the lost days creeping up compared to last?
The number of lost days, Ross, seem to be increasing. Is there a reason around that one?
Not specifically, Mr. Mayor, that I can point my finger on as to why that's the case. It's heavily managed, but it's just the injuries, I suppose, are hard to. I mean, we do set a fairly tight, hard targets for that as well. We don't want to set pretty limited targets. We do need to be more aspirational, I suppose, to a degree. But yeah, it is a hard one. Ageing workforce, etc. It's just a hard one to actually put a lot of tight tools around. We just can keep our education going on that.
Yeah, good messaging. No, I understand. This is a little bit pedantic, I suppose. On page 27, and it's about visits per capita to the library. So the top of page 27, it just says the year-to-dates as a percentage of population. I don't think that's correct. It's either 131% or... You see where I'm... It's the first little table at the top of page 27. I just think it's probably a typo, a mathematical typo.
Yeah, Ross is just chasing that up, Councillor.
Okay, and the final one is just a general point, and I think the whole report is great to get that sort of whole snapshot of the operation of the council as a whole in one document. And I understand that it's data that's coming in from different units of the council, but just the format or the graphical appearance even, or the set out of it, seems to vary from one unit or area of the council to another. It'd be helpful if it was all a bit more uniform, by consensus or something. The first part of it was very clear, and it's sort of got to be clip-arty a bit later on.
Okay, and I think Councillor Wickerson is something there that we can review and manage as we go forward, if that's the case, and we can get it to a model that everyone's comfortable with and familiar with, and we can get that information provided up.
Yep.
Further question, Councillor?
Okay. No, that's all. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Got Councillor Wickerson, Councillor Smith, and Councillor Latcham. Councillor Kirkland, sorry.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were putting me last, which was fine, because I understand I always have so many questions. This is a very comprehensive report that goes across a number of departments, and so I do have a few questions, and happy for you to interject and pull me up if I'm going for too long. Just with regards to the total injury count, just noting that it looks like there's a trend of increase on that. Could we have some commentary around that? Is that attributed to staff being away and there being a little bit of increased risk as a result of that? If you would prefer for me to take all my questions offline, Mr. Chair?
No, Councillor, I don't interject on any of your questions. I always leave it freely open and
Oh,
allow you
I was
plenty of
giving you
time
permission.
to ask those questions. So you're more than comfortable, and I'm more than comfortable for you to ask these questions.
Thank you. That's great.
Through the chair, look, once again, I can't pinpoint any exact reason why that's the case. I can certainly, next meeting, I can try and give you some more reasons. If council certainly have an interest in it, we can try and give some more reasons as to what and why and where that may be. some more information around, I guess. I can certainly provide that next meeting.
Yeah, that would be great.
works, yeah?
Thank you, Ross, because of course we don't want to see that trajectory continue to increase. If there's something we need to, you know, be talking about to change, then we need to do that sooner than later. Certainly, I'm going to skip a couple of these. With the CCTV trailers, that's been, I noticed that they're out and about, and I'm so excited. I'm sure all of the councillors at the table are excited at the arrival of the CCTV trailers. Something that I've lobbied heavily for when I first came in, and it was a little bit of conversation around it to start off with. Could I ask, is there a matrix of some sort to decide the priority? Because there's only 2 of them at this point in time. Obviously, all around council there are a number of hotspots for different things, varying from illegal dumping to high crime spikes and that sort of thing. I know that it's out in Gracemere at the moment, and wondering whether there has been some form of I suppose, formula as to where the priority is for those CCTV.
Yeah, if I could, through the chair. We don't have Alicia here today. She's come down with COVID. So she would answer that question normally, but I do know there is a mechanism that they do use to actually locate the trailers where they need to be in the hotspots as such. I think there's a fair amount of discussion that happens between what we see in our damage, but also around what we hear in the or get from the police as well.
Would it be possible to request that be circulated to council so we see how you approach that? Yep. That would be great. Thank you. And just going back to the damage that the e-scooters created at Kershaw Gardens, could we, is there not insurance that would cover that? Would that be the Neuron Scooters insurance or our insurance that would cover that?
Again, there wasn't much in that report, so I'm asking for that information to work out where we go forward with that. So that was part of it. And it may not have been wholly and solely related to the e-scooters by the sounds of it. But again, we probably need to understand when those items are being put forward in the report, something like that, that we've got some information on. Thank you.
Thank you. My next question is around illegal dumping. And so I noticed, well, there's some figures here just on graffiti, illegal dumping and vandalism. And I noticed that the illegal dumping, there was a considerable spike in February. I wondered if there was a breakdown at some point of that as to whether it was relegated to a particular region, whether it was a particular division, if it was rural or urban, and it looks like it's come back down again, but of course it's only 1 month later. Just would be very interested to see a further breakdown of what's gone on there. And with the funeral services, I see that there's a number of funeral services. We've had discussions around the number of spaces available. What's the average per year of funerals, and where are we at with numbers of spaces available? Was another question that I had. Are you riding fast there? I can see I've probably asked a lot of questions that you don't have the answers to with Alicia being away.
Yep, no, that's fine. I can chase them up.
Rather than take up the time of council with Alicia being away, a lot of these are going to fall into her space.
Councillor, if they're relevant to the whole
I think that they are. I think it's important when we're presenting reports like this to the public that they'll probably have questions as well. I don't know how we normally do that. Do the council have, do people in the community have an opportunity to log a question around these reports?
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's good to know then. So I'm going to leave it at that because a lot of these are for Alicia, and given that she's away, I'm purely just going to be rolling through questions. So I'll put those offline, and I thank you for your time today.
Yep. And again, there's opportunity there to ask questions to the officers before the report, Councillor Kirkland. They need that information provided. Councillor Smith, Councillor Atkin, then Deputy Mayor.
Oh, just a comment first to Ross. I think it's a great report, and thanks very much for that information. It's probably information that we used to get when we had committee meetings, in-depth stuff, or not in-depth, but, you know, a good coverage of everything that was happening. And just to comment to Councillor Kirkland's comment about the CCTV cameras, they're definitely in the hottest spot at the moment, and that's Cedric Archer Park in Gracemere. So hopefully they're still there and they're still in one piece. But I just wanted to ask Ross, this is just for March, and you might have said it in the preamble, Ross, but I might have missed it. How often are we going to get these reports? Because that's just for 1 month, and obviously there is a lot of work in it, but I presume some stuff will drop off and more new stuff will come on. But I just wondered how often you intended to give us this level of detail.
Through the chair, we intend to do this monthly, councillor. It's been basically, I should give some credit to Leona who's pulled this all together, but she's basically, everyone should have set up their inputs now, so it'll input and we'll just pull it together at a central point. Unfortunately, that's why I can't answer all the questions and some officers aren't here. I don't know all the detail, but so the intent is definitely monthly, and we'll take on board some feedback from councillors and our data improvement as we go along as well. So there will be modifications as we go along, but that's the intent.
Councillor Smith, Councillor Lachlan.
Thanks, Mr Mayor, and through to Ross. Just want to say thank you for putting this together. It's a really comprehensive report. It gives me a better appreciation of just what happens in the operational side of the council and a greater appreciation of the work you guys do, so and all the officers do. So thank you for that, and I look forward to future ones. I'm sure it'll be a work in progress with the format and stuff, and I look forward to how that evolves. But my question is probably specifically, to pull one piece out of it. It's I was looking at the Rail Museum attendance, and while Archer Park is pretty much on track to last year's figures, it's interesting that Mount Morgan's Rail Museum is significantly down. Is there a reason for that, given that everyone's travelling now? And I just thought, is it signage that they need? Is it something? And maybe not an answer to it, but I was just pinning it as it's significantly down, and I find that unusual given everyone's travelling nowadays.
Yeah, and through the chair, I'll put that on my list to get back to you, because I'm not sure, and Alicia's not online either to be able to answer that. So we'll take on notice.
Yeah, thanks, Councillor Lachlan. Councillor Fisher, Deputy Mayor.
Oh, it was Councillor Mather was before me.
Okay, Councillor Mathers.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much, Mr Mayor. Just through you to Ross, I just wanted to say, Ross, once again, thank you very much. This is sort of information I was certainly looking for, and I understand the amount of work that probably goes on behind the scenes, so I'm hoping it's not taking up too much of the officers' time when they could be doing other stuff, but I think it's important information that we get. Unfortunately, as you're probably becoming aware, the more information like this that you feed to us, it also raises sometimes more questions of what it answers. But I think as this report moves forward and it gets more defined and more pointed, I think it'll be a good thing. But yeah, thank you for that. It's a lot of the questions I've been asking for.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thanks, Councillor Mathers. Councillor Fisher.
Yes, thank you. There was one piece within the report that I had wanted to raise, and knowing that Alicia is unavailable, maybe to just sort of follow up, and that is on the types of inquiries that customers have received. I know that the weed pest plant inquiries have been sort of fairly significant, and the team sort of processed probably just a little over half of as to those inquiries, and just a little bit of an understanding how that is sort of progressing. But normally, Councillor Kirkland, the officers are all available in that lead up to the meetings, and I know that even this morning I sort of popped in to see Ross. Some of those sort of questions there you can ask to the officers beforehand, rather than sort of bring a log of questions into the meeting as well. But sometimes there are those ones that just sort of come from the field.
Thank you so much, Councillor. I get that, but yesterday was a public holiday, so we only get them on Friday evening. So.
Okay, Councillor Kirkland, question?
I just wanted to congratulate, yes, definitely echoing all the congratulations around this. It's fabulous, we love the report. I was very excited to see the figures around the art gallery. You know, I think that the figures around that were just going back here, an average of 1,600 people per week on average and 700 over the weekends. What a fabulous thing that the art gallery is seeing so many people go through there. And the other thing that I wanted to compliment, and I was point out, obviously, is that the zoo encounters have generated 8,100 in revenue over the month, which is really good as well. So there's been a huge uptake of those zoo encounters, and it's great to see that, and certainly all of the graphs around that make it for really easy reading. So the fact that you've gone into to doing that for everyone to make it available. And I noticed that Mount Morgan, I have to point it out, are smashing records as far as being conservative with their water is concerned, and to encourage Rockhampton to try and do the same. There's Rocky and Gracemere just going a little bit over on their water usage there, I see. So go Mount Morgan on that one. The other questions, of course, that I've got here, there's just a whole barrage of them, and I will take them offline. Thank you.
Councillor Smith.
Oh, look, I know Alicia's not here, but just a quick comment about the Railway Museum in Mount Morgan. I've sort of raised it a couple of times. There isn't enough signage. I go through Mount Morgan a fair bit. It's only 10k from where I live. And there is a side of the building there on the corner that we could use for, well, subject to agreement, to point the way to where the museum is. When people have got a caravan, I know the amount of caravans that go past my place is unbelievable sometimes. They're not going to come back because you can't turn around. And there's two entrances to it, and I think we missed them both times. The only sign that sort of sticks out to me is the free cuppa, but it doesn't say what you're going to. And a lot of people aren't on, travel on the phone, so they don't know where to turn. So I just thought that that's something to note, that we definitely do need more signage.
Okay, thanks, Councillor Smith. All right, Ross, I think that's exhausted the questions. We might seek a mover in a second with regards to that report. Move Deputy Mayor Councillor Fisher, seconded Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors. Moving on to item 10.3, the Summary Budget Manager Report for the period ending the 31st of March. Ask Marnie to present that report, please.
Thank you, Mr Mayor, and good morning, everyone. So presented this morning is the Summary Budget Management Report for the period ended 31st of March 2022. You will note that the position should be around the 75% of the budget. The total operating revenue is currently at 89% of the budget, mainly due to rates and utility charges already being levied and closed on the 9th of March. Grants and subsidies and contributions are behind budget at 62%. This is due to some of those specific grants that we haven't received necessarily within the timing of the financial year. And half of the federal assistance grant allocation is forecast for receipt in June, which I believe has actually come forward. There was some notification that we received recently on that. Interest revenue is ahead of budget at 81% due to higher than forecast cash holdings, and other income is at 90% of the revised budget. In relation to the total operating expenditure, we're at 71% of the monthly budget review. Employee costs are below budget at 70% due to a number of employee vacancies. Project delivery wages are costed directly to capital projects, and contractors and consultants are also low at 60%. Materials and plant expenses are at 85% due to the increased level of recoverable works that Council has been performing, and there's an offsetting increase to the recoverable works revenue as well. Further, we've had some increased chemical costs for FRW Glenmore Water Treatment Plant as a result of high turbidity treatment processes. Asset operational is within budget at 70%. This is more around the timing of electricity and cleaning budgets, cleaning and security costs invoicing, which is putting things behind. And administrative expenses are at 51%. In terms of our capital income and our capital budget, our capital expenditure is low at 36%. We will deal with the carryover of capital budgets when we talk further in terms of our capital program and what it looks like for next year. Our capital income is sitting at 59% of the budget. Our investments are currently at 106.2 million and our total loans at this point in time at the end of March are 125.8. We did see 11.7 million spent in the capital program during March, and we're seeing that ramped up expenditure at present over various projects. And as I said, we'll talk further, we'll brief council further in relation to the capital program and what it looks like for the remainder of 21-22 and then into 22-23 and beyond in further budget discussions.
Thanks very much, Marnie. Just a question on that turbidity one. Is that one that's going to continue? It just seems to be an odd one there that we haven't had to face in a budgets scenario previously. And is it something we need to maybe budget for into the future if it's going to be an ongoing?
We have previously had that. Sorry, Mr. Mayor. Previously, I think 3 or 4 years ago, we had the same issue floating through. Effectively, we've had, yes, rainfall within the catchment, but we haven't had a lot of local rainfall, so hence our water quality or the turbidity is up a lot higher than what it would normally be. But I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, I think we had the last lot where we had to spend a little bit more than normal because of that low rainfall in the local catchment. Probably the answer is generally it's one of those ones you can't pick every year, so one year we won't have it and next year we will have it.
So it's one that just needs to be managed as we go forward through. Okay, thank you. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Fisher.
Mr Mayor, just on that, actually if they get heavy rain in Springsure, which they have just had, Sandhurst Creek and it flowing into the Mackenzie can have the worst impact on our water quality.
Yeah. Probably just get an understanding of that. It's not my area that I've been following in detail over time. Councillor Wickerson.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. Through to you, Marnie. The increase in the capital expenditure more recently, is that to do with council finishing a lot of that DTMR work? We were doing a lot of work on their behalf for cycleways and walkways and everything. Is that all completed now and we're back onto our own work? Would that feed into that, or are there other factors involved?
Through the Chair, Councillor Wickerson, no, that's actually not related to those works because they're not considered capital works, that pathway, footpath work that we're doing for DTMR. It's more to do with, the airport maintenance facility and the commencement of some of those FRW projects. We're seeing the spend commence in those areas as well. So that's where we're seeing some additional expenditure as per our capital program.
Yep. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, councillors, no further questions to that report. I'm happy to move as recommended. Seek a seconder. Councillor, Deputy Mayor, Councillor Fisher, I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion is carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to item 10.4, the revised policy, expense reimbursement and provisions for facilities for Mayor and councillors. Okay, right. We might hand over to Damon to present that report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Good morning, councillors. Report for your consideration this morning relates to a number of minor amendments that are being proposed to the expenses reimbursement and provision of facilities for Mayor and councillors policy. A summary of the proposed changes are outlined in the report. Wasn't proposing to go through each of those changes unless, of course, there's any questions that councillors may have.
There don't seem to be any questions there, Damon. We've gone through this one over a number of meetings now, so I think it's one that, again, thank you for the work that's been undertaken in that area. But I'll just note, Councillor Wickerson, you do have a question?
Yes, Mr Mayor, thank you. I was just trying to find the page for it, but through to Damon and possibly Ross as well. It's to do with the vehicle allowance for councillors. I think we've had some discussion, but we're waiting on some information from the fleet manager just to review whether any advantages with having either hybrid or full electric vehicles as an option only, that we assume that there might be some savings in cost with obviously the fuel and maintenance regimes on those, although I think the resale cost was a bit lower too than more standard. But I understand that data has now come back from the fleet manager. I've had a bit of a look of the draft of it. But is there an opportunity, I don't want to hold this process up to date, but is there an opportunity to come back when we've analysed those figures and maybe have a minor review?
Okay, Ross, did you want to respond to that one?
Yeah, certainly, Councillor. The intention was that we would certainly do that before the next election, basically, that those everyone's cars should be now right till the next term in 2 years' time. So yeah, we certainly were going to take that on board and look at that dollar value as well. I think that was a instruction, not a instruction, but some direction we'd been given by council as well last time.
Yes, thank you, Ross. Yeah, there's certainly no urgency with it, but I just wanted to to make sure it didn't drop off the list, that's all. So thank you.
Definitely on the radar.
Okay, thanks Ross. Thanks Councillor Wickerson. I think it's one we're always mindful of as technology change and other opportunities and options are there being provided, and we need to move with them. Okay, look, there's no further questions on that report. Could I seek a mover and a seconder with regards to that policy, please? Move Councillor Kirkland. Have a seconder. Councillor Mathers. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you. Councillors, no notices of motions. Questions on notice nil. Urgent business questions? Nothing there. Council, we have three items to be dealt with in closed session. 15.1 boundary review, 15.2 legal matters report, and 15.3 budget process update. Councillors, could I seek a mover that we move into that the meeting be closed to the public to discuss the following items, which are considered confidential in accordance with 354J in brackets 3 for the local government regulations 2012 for the reasons indicated. Could I seek a mover and a seconder with regards to that? Move Councillor Latcham, seconded Councillor Kirkland. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. And that the meeting now move into closed session. Mover and a seconder. Move Councillor Mathers, seconded Councillor Kirkland. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors. We now move into closed session.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming. Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Slow down. Okay. Councillors, I'll move that we take a 10-minute recess and resume the meeting at, well, let's say 22 past 10 for a break. And so I'm happy to move and seek a seconder. Councillor Fisher, I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Okay, councillors, could I seek a mover and a seconder that we resume standing orders? Move councillor Fisher, second. Sorry. Oh, no, resume the meeting. Drop the standing orders out. Councillor Fisher, move councillor Fisher. Seconder, councillor Kirkland. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you.
All the goodness we will bring, of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine.
And I'm happy to move that we move into closed session and seek a seconder. Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors. We'll now move into closed session.
Swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the fun line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line.
the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Thank you. Councillors, we will deal with these reports. 15.1, the boundary review. The officer's recommendation. The council note that the correspondence from the Local Government Change Commission and its proposed public consultation approach with respect to the current external boundaries and review and proceed with the recommendations outlined within the body of the report. Could I seek a mover and a seconder with regards to that? Move Councillor Mathers, seconder Councillor Latcham. I'll put that. Those in favour? Motion's carried. Thank you. Unanimously. 15.2, councillors. The legal matters report. Happy to move as recommended. Seconded Councillor Fisher. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you, councillors. And the final item, the 15.3, the 2022-23 budget progress update. Again, I'm happy to move. Seek a seconder. Councillor Fisher. We'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Councillors, there be no further items, Mr CEO? No? Well, I'll close the meeting and thank everyone for your attendance.